What's up, everybody? I figured I'd break out both Gen8s. Kind of a rainy, gloomy day, as you can tell, so I hadn't been out doing much. But I figured we got the 35 turn Holmes Hobby Trailmaster against the 27 turn Trailmaster, but that has the 14 tooth. This has a 17 tooth pinion. So we're going to see how they equal out in speed, being a slower motor versus a shorter gear. We're going to find out. But we're going to take it over there toward the course and just goof off a little bit while I'm outside. It's kind of chilly. It's rainy. Course probably wet. We're going to see. I also put the trail canyons back on the purple truck. Canyon trails, my bad. You see she's not very fast. But fast enough, I mean, I'm not going to outrun it. Lawnmower battery died on me yesterday. Got to charge it up. But having to hold it to the floor all the time. Now, when I was running my 20 turn, I hardly never had to floor it. I was always just giving it a little gas and cruising. I think when it comes to pulling the trailer, a 21 turn would be pretty good. But for now, let's see if I can't get it off here and actually do a little bit of a speed run with both of them. I don't know. Now, I don't know how I'd be racing these with one hand, but we're going to find out. I feel like this one's faster already, but no, maybe not. You know what? We're going to find out really quick. Let me get my steering dialed in on this. Try to get it going fairly straight. Alright, now let me line up the other one here. See if I can't do this one-handed. I gotta dial in this steering trim too a little bit. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna try to give it the speed run. We're gonna come right here and see what happens. On marks, you're set, go. Okay, 27 turn is outrunning the 35 turn, even with the 14 tooth pinion. So that means we do got a lower gear for torque, but we still have higher speed. That's kind of good to know. So it's the 27 there. We know it would be faster if it had the same gear. You know, there would be no argument in that. But I was not sure how a 14 versus a 17 was going to do on the pinion. So, cool. Now I know. Let's do it again. Make sure it's not a fluke. All right, marks, set, go. Not by a lot. I mean, look, we got a car length right there. All right, so we just got it by a car length in 20 feet. So, that's cool. Let's go check them for torque, I guess. Let's see. I should do a tug of war and everything, but we won't. Alright, we're just gonna go over here and climb a little bit of stuff right here. It's pretty chilly today, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, now let's check out some slow crawl here too. I didn't think of that. Hold on, we're not done yet. Let's line them up again. Alright, I'm just gonna mess around a little bit. 35 turn with the 17 tooth here. Let's see. I'm going to turn the throttle trim slowly, and I'll turn it up a good little bit. But there's, I'm going to say, without an obstacle in front of me, that's my slowest crawl. I'm going to see how far it goes without actually stopping. I'm sure if it hit something, it would. That's fair enough to say that's my slow crawl right there. It's pretty slow, actually. That ain't bad at all for a high gear. So, hey, that ain't bad. So now I can do this one here. Let me see. Let's see how it takes very little, I'm sure. Okay. I'm gonna say that's a lot slower. And that's a 27 versus a 35, and it's still, well, it did stop on me a little bit. Let me give it a little more. But, I mean, I guess I need to go back and put them both on at the same exact time, don't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let me back that one up and back this one up at the same time here. Maybe not the same exact time, but I'm going to get this one started crawling. And once I get this one where I'm happy with it, a little more probably, about right there. Now I'm going to crawl this one. There we go. That's a little too, I think I can slow that one down. There. Now that's pretty much, maybe I can slow it down more because it's definitely passing the other one. There we go. I can slow them to almost the same speed, it looks like. My other one stopped over there when it hit some grass, but I'm gonna say they're pretty close on the slow crawl. I think maybe the purple one's even coming really in closer than, pretty close. I don't know. So now, let me stop this one. Stop this one. Let's see what we get with a slow crawl and an obstacle. Just a tiny, tiny obstacle. I want to see which one can go its slowest without stopping. Okay. Better get it, steer it back over here where it needs to be. I want to see if it'll climb anything at this pace. Alright. It will not climb it at that pace, which is all I want to know right now. Of course, I can give it more gas. So, let me try to get this one over here again. When I go to this one, I am doing my one-handed, but with the winch is kind of under my palm, so it's kind of hard. But, oops, if I get it just right, I can actually do it. Okay. Let me get it lined up good here and backed up a little bit. Alright. Yep. So now, for this one, at least we can see it. I'm going to get this one at that same speed. Say, faster motor, but a lower torque. I mean, a lower torque gear. Let's keep it straight. And of course it stopped too. Let's see just how much it takes. It barely takes, I'm like a fraction when I turn that one. Literally. Let me see. I just barely turned that. Here in a minute I'm gonna put them to the same exact speed and see. Okay, can I get over that without doing it? Oh yeah, I did it. Okay, I did not touch nothing but steering on that. And that's how fast it was going right there. Very slow still. I had a lot more trim left to go. Okay. So now, let's try this one. Slow as it'll go again. I'm gonna give it a little more. There we go. I'm gonna say it takes a little more than the other truck. but it didn't get up that. A little more, a little more. All right. Come on, you can do it. There we go, we made it. All right. So that's where we made it at. That ain't bad at all. Well, I'm not really seeing a huge difference as far as a weakness goes. Okay. Taller gear, but the slower motor has really equaled out to what the faster motor with the shorter gear does. I honestly, and also, let me also add one more thing here. The black truck is running the Hobby Wing 1080 ESC. This one's stock. I have always thought that was a decent ESC. Probably equal to 1060. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm talking about much, but that's how I feel. So, anyway, while we're doing it, let's just go ahead and do some throttle trim on up this. Did I do that the other day? Will it climb it on trim? Sure it will. There we go. I am very impressed with that because like I said the other day, I know for a fact none of my other motors, no stock motor was able to do that on a 17 tooth pinion with just this trim button here. And I got extra to go left still. Oh, I forgot to take out the ball hitch. I cheated right there, but that was only because of the ball hitch. We're back on trim again. That's pretty cool. And they say I also put the canyon trails. I'm back on trim again. I hadn't stopped it. Oh shit. Timber. Well, the car body stayed on there. That's what happens when you don't screw stuff down. But you know what I got? I got another obstacle knowing to make it up. Check it out, we're still over here turning like a turtle. No damage. I actually got a new idea for the course. Like, what was that one movie? Earthquake? No. Anyhow, how? No harm, no foul. I had all that weight leaning against what was barely attached, so that was a test run anyway. Anyway, well, I don't think we're going to have an even comparison on the second truck. Not today, because I'm not fixing it. But I've proved enough of my own theories that this is a damn good motor either way you go. I don't think you can beat what they got to offer with Holmes Hobbies. And then when you just start driving it on your own without goofing around with the trim, she's very torquey. I mean, man. All right, we'll go this way. We had a catastrophe on the course. That's what I'll title it as. I was actually going to put those like that when I originally designed it, you know, just kind of coming up one way and then back down. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I've been thinking about changing a lot of it again. I'm figuring it as I go. And what I don't like, I'm going to switch. Anyway. I'll make this or not without going too bad. There we go. At least nothing broke. Old trucks are tough, I swear to God. This thing just had a wood pallet fall on it. Survived it. Oh, I was just saying without a scratch, but I think I see a dent in the roof from here. So maybe it got a little bit of damage, but not nothing major. This is, like I said before, this is my OG Gen 8, just a different body. I ended up giving the green body to my buddy. He's done a lot helping me out in the past, so ain't nothing but a thing. That's why I stick in the RC community still, because people in the RC community are just good to one another. I don't know why, they just are. We're good people. Even the arrogant, conceited ones are still good people most of the time. That was just, that log is kind of shifted, it looks like, but I really can't see from here either. I'm half blind, it looks like. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna give the other truck a little run and then we're gonna go in. Well, like I said, we ain't gonna have an equal test anymore. I will do a little trim throttle run right up this, just because this truck actually does have more torque at a slower speed with the 27, I'm feeling like. That's because of that 14 tooth. I don't know, she's pretty equal, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do it the same way as the other truck did. Looks like I got some rocks falling, so it's probably gonna be even harder now. That was just a bad aim. All right, we'll go this way the first time. Come back around. There we go. Like we're seeing also, this truck does have a little more top end when it comes to speed. So it's all up to you on what you're looking for then. 35, 27, you get about a lot of the same out of them. I really can imagine, you know, with that 35 and the smaller gear, she's gonna be slow. Oops, sorry. But even though she's slow, she would have a lot more torque than it does now already. Now I'm just going to use I'm not using trim or nothing. I am just crawling normal now, but she's not no brushless setup. But one thing I will say though is even with the 1080 ESC, it's not that noticeable without it in that truck. Just having the motor. I'm just saying. For all you guys out there that are trying to upgrade as soon as you get one, change the motor first. And if you go with something like Holmes Hobby, you will not regret keeping that ESC. Unless you're in some kind of big comp or something, you know. I don't know. I don't even think it matters. The right gear, the right motor, you're good to go. Do I got this turned down some? Yeah. I need to put a longer steering arm on this truck. It doesn't have the turning radius the other truck has. And this has the Holmes Hobby servo in it. This is the other one. I don't remember what I got in it, but it's not as good, I'm gonna tell you that. But that other truck definitely turned sharper. I mean, yeah, you can tell a little difference in that 1080, I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty sweet. You know what, before we quit, we are going up the hill over there because I forgot that I changed it and I have not tested it. My bad. Honestly, I can run the one without the winch on it easier one-handed because, you know, it's just, and I'm not left-handed, but I can do it easier. Let's see if I can make it go all the way over this one-handed. We'll go left-handed here. I'm not going to have that slow control, that's for sure. Oops. Alright, wet road with the canyon trails. Why not? Still doing it one-handed here. I think since I changed it, it's not even a problem. Well, shit, I took the fun out of that, didn't I? Okay, cool. So let's do a drag brake test then on the way down. How's that? Let's just get right to it. If I can control it one-handed, hopefully. Like I say, here's what I did at the bottom because it was just a little too much at the top for, I didn't want Johnny flipping a bunch. I was flipping a bunch already. So I figured why not. So let's go ahead and test the drag brake. Oh, okay. It might not flip over end this time at least. Okay. That's the Red Cat ESC, remember. 35 turn Trailmaster. That's a kick-ass drag brake because that's pretty steep. I can put an angle tester on something to find out. I know it's over 45, but it even stopped right there. So let's get the other truck and find out what's up with it. If the canyon trails can do it, I imagine this can do it. I'm gonna do it on trim. Hell, why not? How much trim does it take? Nice and slow, and she'll go. Is it gonna slip or is it gonna go? Is it gonna slip or go? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Oh, I lost out a little bit, a little more. All right, there she goes. Went right up it though. That was just about all the way on the throttle trim as well. I mean, I note that in there. So, let me go ahead and turn this one around and try it once. I didn't even think about it first time I tried it. Alright, let me just set it right here. We get past that bumper hitch. There we go. Actually, it didn't even catch the bumper hitch. I mean, right there's full trim. I think I got a little extra I could take out of it, actually. Oops, sorry. You can do it, you can do it. Oh yeah, she made it. Perfect. So, let me check the drag brake on the black one, I forgot. I'm enjoying this little comparison video. It's not too hot today outside either, so that's nice. So anyway, let me creep this one on. Now I think the other one went slower with the 35. And it didn't make it to the bottom. Now also that could be my trim adjustment might not be where it should be either. Let me double check it. And we caught it. Don't worry. What you worried about? Anyway, let's see if I got it adjusted any better now. It's actually worse. There we go. I didn't have it set on my zeros. She's better now, see? I think it's zeroed in there. Yeah. I still think that the other 35 turn with stock ESC was a little better. So, let me see if I can't drive this thing down here one-handed without wiping out. At the angle even here, let's see. I'm still trying to one hand, left-handed, so this could go bad, but with that good drag brake, I think I should be okay, because as long as I steer it straight. There we go. I'm not quite zeroed on this one. Maybe I should try to zero it in here also, because I think it, oh, now that's something I will tell you. Barely turning that thing and she about took off. Yeah. So I'm going to say, even where it was set, it had a great drag brake, but as soon as I touched it and loosened it, it was gone. On that one, I can control it the whole time just by adjusting a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna get my hand on the steering wheel. It's hard for me to hold it though. Alright, let's say it. Let's try the other direction for the drag brake. Oops, let's see what reverse drag brake's looking like. Okay, where are we set? We're gonna put it dead on zero. Right there's dead on zero. And it's steeper at the top because it bows a little bit. So let's see what happens here. Better. I'm just letting it roll. Kind of gonna steer it. Right there. And that's with the trim set on zero. So I'm gonna actually see what the other one does the same thing now. But look, as soon as I touch it, it's gone. You see that? I mean, it's just the second that I touch that trigger, she's rolling like it's in neutral almost. That's something that you don't get to adjust that, you know, but you can do it on the 1080. So this here's the 1080 again. All right, I got this one dialed right on zero as well. Whether that makes any difference or whatever, I don't know. Right there, see, she still rolls. When you're set on zero, okay, rolls pretty damn good actually on zero. Now, turn it just a touch up. It's still on zero just about. I just barely touched it though. That's much better. I'd set it like that, I guess, if I was going to have it. Now watch, when I give it just a touch of gas, or just loosen it just a little, it's still controlled. It's very controlled when I do that. I'm going to turn it up to where it actually will stop it. Let me get it centered up on this thing. Now, I barely turned it up any. That's actually still almost on zero. But it breaks free easy. Now right there, that stops it at a dead stop. Now I'm barely going to turn it. The other one would go to neutral, remember. This one here, when I turn it, it stays really controlled. And I actually turned it enough it's in reverse. You see that? I damn near put it in reverse just now. Yeah, I had it set way down the first time. And it locks itself there. That's cool. All right, one more little test. We're gonna see which one actually goes up at the slowest from here to there. Just crank into it till it goes. A little more. Right there. Let's see. That's like a quarter or something like that. Will it make it to the top without bogging? Oh yeah. Went all the way to there. So alright, let's shut her down and try the other one again. I think even with the taller gear and the stock ESC, this thing is so competitive just having that 35 turn in it. We get it right here again. At least with the bricks, my bumper hitch doesn't drag. That's cool. So let's see. See how this one's pointing straight down? I had the other one pointing almost straight over. So let's see. That one's not even moving. Sorry. See how that one's almost straight over? It's not moving yet. My other truck was going already. A little more. And now we're at a little past that quarterway. Oops, I'm turning the steering on the wrong truck. Alright. I have to give it just a little more. Let me get that steering over some more. Oh, no, I didn't give it no more actually. I just turned the steering, but just a touch. There we go. Seems like this one's actually going slower, even though it takes more throttle to do so. And see how it's hesitated twice? The 1080 didn't. Okay, now I got this full. I got it full torque right now, and it's not going no farther. And it's not spinning tires. So it shows me that the 27 with the lower gear did torque out more than this one. At least as far as these settings go. Because I can't get no more out of it. Let me see if I can do it by hand now and get it up here. We got one tire in the air. I didn't notice that earlier. Does my other one do that too? I wonder. I didn't pay any attention with the suspension. Alright. It's going to be my last little test here. I'm going to see if my other one does a wheelie when it comes up as well. No. Well, my tire's pretty much touching the whole time on this one. I can make it lift, but barely. Say the other one's got a little more back weight than this one. Sorry, well, alright guys. I'm getting chilly, so we're pretty much going to be to the end of this video. I think maybe next time I'll see what the 3S battery will do in each truck. Kind of see how much it picks up as far as the speed goes or something, I don't know. But anyway, I've really been enjoying making these videos lately. I'm glad y'all have been watching them, at least some of them anyway. So I'm trying to get a little better. Hopefully it'll work out to where I can start investing a little more into it. My wife is on board with me in the course and the yard and all that now, so that's good. So yeah, I think we're okay now. It's time to start having a little more fun. So please subscribe, hit the like. If you want to know when I upload, hit that notification thing too, the bell, whatever they call it. And we'll see you next time. Peace.